Hello, this is Stephen Vega in San Antonio. March of 2022. What would happen if Russia attacked San Antonio with nuclear bombs? So, this is a plan that I made. You may have to modify it and make your own plan, but just some ideas that I had. Of course, right now we got the big fight in Ukraine. Putin is pretty crazy. He's a guy who theoretically might start World War III. I don't trust him at all. He has a lot of land, intercontinental ballistic missiles that he can fire. They go very high, they go above the atmosphere, come down. They have a lot of them, and they not only have land based missiles, but they have submarine based missiles. So there might be not a lot of time to get out of town if you had to. We live in the northern side of San Antonio, so we were kind of looking at exit routes to the north of San Antonio. The bombs are a lot bigger. Way on the left side is Hiroshima, and the bombs on the right side are some of the ones that are more contemporary. They're huge. So again, if you look at a map on 281 North, that's kind of where we live, you can run into a couple of rivers that are going sideways from east to west. You've got the Guadalupe River, and over on the right is a lake, and then the Blanco River. So again, the first one you'll hit as you go north is that Guadalupe River to the west. And it seems to me it might be good to know where some water is in the event of a nuclear attack. And then off to the east is Canyon Lake. And again, that Guadalupe River goes right over to Canyon Lake. Again, possibly it might be a place to set up shop around a lake. So again, back to our map, going north. There's the Guadalupe River. Then as you go further north, you hit the town of Blanco. And there's that river that goes from west to east, the Blanco River. So there in Blanco, if our family wanted to meet somewhere in Blanco, just on the right side there is the old Blanco County Courthouse and Visitor Information Center. And that's a place where conceivably different family members from San Antonio might be able to meet up. Just an idea there. And again, the Blanco River being fairly close to there gives you some opportunity to have access to water. You'd obviously have to filter it and before you drink it. And then again, going further north, you could go up as far as Johnson City. Now remember that Austin, Texas is up to the north and east of Johnson City, not that far away. But as you go up north on 281, you take this left at that 290 West Fredericksburg sign, and that'll put you right into Johnson City in like a mile. And then you drive down Main Street, you can turn left on Live Oak Drive, and this is to find a meeting place in Johnson City if we decided to do that. There's a Church of Christ and a wine tasting sign there on the left side. That's where you would turn by the Live Oak Drive place. And now you're in Johnson City. You drive just a couple more blocks, and there's kind of a landmark there. It's a water tower, and it's right next to the volunteer fire department building. I didn't see any people there. We went up there on a Saturday and I took these pictures. But it is kind of a landmark that you could probably find fairly easily. There's the sign, Johnson City Volunteer Fire Department, and again, the water tower right behind it. And again, there's a picture of the sign right in front. And again, you can set up your own meeting places. These are just some ideas that our family might have if we decide to go to either Blanco or Johnson City. So, if iostat iodine pills are something to have in your emergency kit, iodine pills help prevent future cancers from happening. And then you want to have all kinds of things ready to go. Here's a guy with a filter. He's filtering some lake water before he drinks it. And food and water are important. Clothes, flashlights, can openers, all kinds of stuff in an emergency kit. Gasoline. It would be a mess, obviously, but these are some things to think about. So the main idea here is to make a plan ahead of time. My plan would probably not be the same as yours, but just to get you thinking about this because of crazy people like Putin over in Russia. All this Ukraine stuff has gotten me thinking about this. So all I can say is if something like this happens, good luck, because you will need it, and I will need it, and the world will need it. This is Stephen Vig from San Antonio.